Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Mind of the Rev. Um, I probably won't say much today. Today is going to be a drawing video, and it's going to be unique in a way that I'm not looking to create a complete picture. I'm going to be doodling, but it's with intent. Um, by the time you watch it, well, I've already posted the video. Um, See if I can bring up the picture on my phone. Some time ago, by the time this thing is posted, um, again, a reminder. It's very warm where I am, and our air conditioning is old, and as such, I have a fan on medium setting, so you may be able to hear that, but I do have my monitor up pretty high, so I don't know if it's picking that up or not, or if it's just me picking it up. I don't really know. Um, One of the annoying things about using audio equipment sometimes is that what picks up in the recording doesn't pick up. Well, what picks up in my headphones from my monitor, the monitor thing, however, you can actually see that my mic right here, part of it. I have headphones plugged into the back of it to basically act as a monitor. It's one of the nice things about this mic. I had my best friend who has experience with recording help me. Well, he basically told me what mic I should buy, and he found a good deal for it through Sweetwater. Um, anyways, so let's see if I can have this thing show up. This is let's see if I can. This is a picture that I drew in the process of doodling ideas for a pitch for a song cover. I was about to say album cover, but just a song cover that I ended up telling the guy that I really don't have the time to do anything. Um, but you know, unfortunately, the other thing is don't actually know where the paper is, but luckily enough, I took a picture at the time. I wish I had a better camera that I could have a little more control over. Anyway, so this picture is going to be sort of an idea for something I'm going to be working on, and combining the Lego building stuff and the drawing to sort of be a big project that I'm going to be slowly working on. So I posted on my Instagram that this drawing is going to be part of that project, and I'm not entirely 100% certain what that's going to look like as far as I already have a storyline in mind, but what the aesthetics as far as what different things are going to look like, I'm not sure. And that is bright. Of course, part of that brightness. Let's see if I can. Anyways, you've already seen the picture. This is more for having this thing out. Is more for. I'm not going to try to recreate the drawing because I really don't do that. So I don't know what I'm going to be drawing in this video beyond something similar to that to kind of get some concept ideas for probably what will end up being at the very least a symbol that represents this project. At the very least, it might show up in the project, which would make sense, but I can't guarantee that. So what I'll probably end up doing in this video is just drawing for 30 minutes, talking sporadically. The honest truth is, today's been a hard, stressful day, and I just wanted to get on here and do something. and just kind of get my mind away from what's going on in my life. I think it's very important when you have something in your life that is very stressful that you find ways to alleviate that stress. Sometimes it's just a matter of finding something to do that is doesn't require much. Well, I wouldn't say require much thought, but this is a very relaxing thing for me to just get on here and draw. And luckily, if I can create content that so I don't know if this will be the start of a big drawing or if it'll be a bunch of doodles, but I'm like I said, I'm not trying to recreate that, but the very concept of this like symbol kind of thing. And also I have this very nice thick sketch pad that I think it was my nephew's. Who is in the he's in the Navy. I was cleaning out some stuff that his father left behind um, at my parents' house where I currently live, and I found a bunch of sketch pads because my nephew he liked to draw when he was younger. Very proud of him pursuing this because it's been very good for him. Um, Um, and I do have snacks for myself, but I will try to mute whenever I eat. If I do, I may be so focused that I won't. But um, and I think I probably have said this in other videos, but I like the idea of like drawing small things and just kind of being very detailed with those small things. So it's like you know I am, like I said, I'm not trying to recreate what was in that drawing, but I'm trying to kind of do something in the vein of that, in the same mindset of that. So as such, why um, in this video, in this picture, you see. Oh, that was weird. In this, well, let's see if I can get unfocus. There you go. In here, let me see if I can put it up. Yeah, you see, there's a little centerpiece here. I'm kind of trying to do something similar with that, as far as in this little piece here, just trying to create something similar to that. I'm almost thinking it's sort of like a when I did draw it, I did kind of get the Eye of Sauron vibes from it, which may be similar to what it might end up looking like. Yeah, it almost looks like an eye. Um, so my plan for tonight is I kind of want to do a couple, at least two drawing videos and a building one. I'm far ahead with my building. I have uh, what is it? I think I just released my third, and I have like a total of maybe. I I think I think my total number of videos for my building from my current project that I'm building is probably going to be something along the lines of like maybe 10, no more than 12. Let's see. I may take pictures as I'm working on this to kind of to post on Instagram later. it sort of has like a vortex look to it, so kind of, I guess, I'm not trying to recreate that, but trying to do it in the same vein of that. So it has sort of like a, it is kind of frustrating that I can't find that thing. Um, because I do like this picture. Um, just wish I could recreate it, honestly. Um, Story has a, this center and this gem-like thing, and then it's kind of, you know. Yes, I'm actually currently looking at the picture, not necessarily well, I guess to try to recreate it, to try to get the same feel for it. Because the centerpiece, it has sort of it's kind of long, and it's kind of divided into two. So, um, one of the things that I'm not necessarily as good at is what is in art terms is negative space or white space. I don't know. That space in between, drawings. I tend to fill my drawings up a lot. Um, but this is something where that negative space is very important for the overall picture. Um, of course, the ironic thing is when I do actually, you know, the second one, when I do actually get around to of course, I'm trying to think with the idea I have in my mind, it might actually be kind of cool to have something that sort of is like a tower. Um, as a storyteller, when I have an idea for something, um, like let me put it this way: the project I'm working on, it's something that will take me months. Um, Overall, I probably won't have the whole thing finished until next year, just because um, the dinosaur thing that I'm creating with the Lego like set. Each of the different things I can build it into is going to be part of this um, project. And as you can tell, those videos take a lot of time. Yeah, I don't like that. You're not gonna see that because yeah. Um, I need to have a more. Anyways, I'm like gonna have each of the different things have their own videos as I'm building and um, as I'm creating building them, the story will slowly kind of come together. Um, you know, through drawings and little things being acted out in front of the camera. Um, it's not going to be high production at all. It's going to be very much low tech because the camera I'm currently using is the same one I'm going to use, and certain things are going to almost be like um, the almost like someone kind of playing around with toys, just with some direction. Um, but it's part of what I'm doing here is just to do something fun and enjoyable, and and the thing is I have too much of a mind to create something out of you know I generally do enjoy creating stories, and on the spot. Um, so, kind of an idea of what might happen in that project is er, I will potentially use the start of some tower of some kind. Let's see if I can. Honestly, the stuff I'm drawing now is probably not going to be used in the final product because it's too small for what I want to do. But it's gonna be like where there's moments where all you've seen from the camera is one of my drawings, and I'm speaking, voice narrating. The character sees this giant. The character sees this giant. Man, my boy, give me a minute. The character comes upon this mysterious tower in this wasteland with an eye that's looking down upon it. The eye that seems to be deep into its soul, or something along those lines. I don't know. Um, it, and it's going to be basically on the spot. With I have some ideas in my head for it, but you know, and to kind of give you an idea, like the project overall, you got to think about what. I'm not gonna give away anything, but you have to think about the three different um, forms in that Lego thing. You have the dinosaur, dragon, whatever thing, spine back dragon. Um, um, then you have a giant robot, and then you have a spaceship. So, obviously, for example, you got a spaceship of some kind, you're going to be looking at, possible space scenes. So you have like um, close-ups of the little spaceship, and as our hero drives through the unending void of space, he comes upon a black hole that sucks in everything around it. Black hole sucks everything. Everything. Terrible black hole. But, anyways, sucks in everything. Everything. My own drawing. Okay, anyways. So there's that. Or, you have a mysterious planet that it lands on. So you have like a close up of some strange looking rock that I would call a planet. And honestly, when I think about things like that, it's going to be simple, little drawings like this, like that kind of stuff. There's not much there to it. I mean, that's a basic concept drawing. You have a circle with crater looking things that are supposed to be craters, and then you would have a then you'd have like a wasteland. So you have like barren wasteland. You have let's say a spaceship landing somewhere around here. With obviously more detail, and then you have, you see little stars in the sky. I'm not going to zoom in on this picture. I'm basically making marks. Then, I'd probably have like more detailed mountains around it with giant craters here and there, landing on, you have this spaceship. What's going to be interesting is trying to, create well, I don't want to give away too much, but yeah, it's like, anyways. And we have our hero, who every hero has to have some kind of like marking. I am using something I'm using an action figure I have for the hero. I won't give away who it is because it does kind of lean into the kind of, well, a little bit of fan fiction. I don't know what that is. My next drawing video will be more intentional. Well, less intentional, but more an actual me sitting down and finishing a drawing. Just do a little bit of doodling here at the bottom of this picture. tell you the truth, when I come up with like each video I probably will write draw some drawings that will be part of the videos. I had a different idea. I don't know if I'm still going to do it or not, but we'll see. I don't know. Well, it's a bit like 4 minutes before then I usually try to end, but I'm going to call it because I am.